All I'm gonna say, man, I'm back, full effect, you know, ready to go on an attack. Let's attack, get smacked. Young Web over here freestyling on the web. Here we go. You know my alias go low pro. Oh, who's that? You want some more? Go toe to toe with the Waterbury Spinus. I don't mind it. I've been against all these heathens and demons in every single last region. I'm reaching inside the jeans to get something that over there hitting you in your dreams. You ain't never waking up. Matter of fact, we back. Barely Broke Podcast, baby. We live. Live. Back in full effect. Round fucking two. Let's go.
Ding, 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 ding.
We talking about the heard around the world. We got Screwface over here. Bigging up goddamn Big Willie style. We got DIB over there. You already know. Road Dog, we in there talking about Chris Rock ain't this shit wrong. That's wrong. And me, Low Pro. Let's go.
All right. So I guess we'll start off where we pick up where we started off. Okay. The reverse. Will, Jada, Chris Rock. Let's go. Ooh. I want to go on this. Let's kind of build up to it. So after all that slap shit happened, slap happy Will. Bro, Jaden Smith came out and said, he put out after his dad slapped this dude. Mind you, Jaden Smith, Mr. Karate Kid himself, came out and said,
Icon living.
Icon living. My dad didn't do nothing. Icon living. I got into an argument with somebody about Jaden Smith. I'm like, he would not have got to where he got to in the music world if it was not for his father. I don't know if y'all niggas agree with that, but I feel like him popping, blowing up for the little time that he was blowing up, I feel like he never would have got there if his dad was a phone. You know what I'm saying? Never would have got there. But that's just me. He said after his dad smacked Chris and it was blowing up, he went on Twitter, was like, that's how we do in this family. That's how we do, right? And people roasted this nigga. People were coming out saying, bro, they showed the actual clip of that Karate Kid of him getting his ass kicked by some Chinese dude or some shit. Like the same dude that's talking that shit. Like he's the definition of my dad owns the dealership. You can't talk to me like that. I don't know if you guys ever seen Aqua Teen Hunger Force with the aliens that came, the two annoying fish-looking aliens that come down. Yeah. And they're like, my dad owns the deal. Every time they said anything to one of the aliens, they always like, you can't say that my dad owns the dealership. My dad owns the deal. Like, what the fuck? Like,
I mean, that's true.
But so to me, that's how that comes off. Like, bro, your dad
that's exactly how it is. That is exactly how it is. Like, who the fuck is Jaden Smith? Who the fuck is he?
Will Smith's son. That's it.
Exactly. Outside of that, who the fuck is Jaden? He made one fire song. And like, at least I think that one song's fire. I do like Icon. I'm not gonna lie.
Which one? Which one? Icon?
Shit.
Oh yeah. That one. I like that one.
Yeah, I'm not even going
to that song, okay, it's a little segue. That song right there, if you actually listen to the lyrics, dumb as fuck. But the energy behind it is there.
The production, right? Who pays for that production? You can have small amounts of talent, little bit of talent. But if your dad can afford studio time, the best producers, boom bap, bop bop, boom bap, all that good shit, you ain't losing. You're not losing. No matter, and you know that was the era of these
hard for you to lose.
Fire beats, huh?
It's hard for you to lose when you have the money.
Nigga, have you heard these niggas? Have you heard? Look, I fuck with Famous Dex, but have you heard niggas like Famous Dex rapping this shit? Right? It's a fire beat. Like on Kanye, like he has fire beats, but that nigga's not saying shit, bro. And that's the same. That's a good example. Like that nigga got right there, production levels high, but you ain't as talented as you think. You call yourself an icon? Like nigga, come on, stop. Your dad moved you out the house when you was like 12 because you asked to be, all this. Like, no, nigga, icons come up out the mud, for real. Che Guevara, icon. Ali, who your dad played, icon. Jack Johnson, icon. You know what I'm
Did
saying?
he get a movie?
New Jack, baby.
New Jack. New Jack. Icon.
Larry Davis.
To the words out my mouth. Icon.
Icon.
Jaden Smith.
Not.
Not icon. All right. I just wanted to
Not
clear
icon
it up.
living.
Ooh, not a dead or alive.
Tupac. Your stepdad, Tupac.
Tupac. Your real daddy. Icon living. Obviously, I seen her. Your stepdad. Icon living. You know why he's an icon living? He fucked Jada and made Will smack some other nigga for it. just saying, icon living.
So he has this chick hung up on him still. A good, what, 30 years, 25 years after he's dead now? And he still got her hooked up on him.
From the grave.
He dead, he gone.
From the grave. He got your girl's panties wet from the grave. Over here listening to Hit 'Em Up. She's over here listening to Hit 'Em Up, replacing whatever he said about Biggie with Will. Like, that nigga, bro. So, where we left off, Screwface had a certain type of stance on how he felt about the slap. And Spider-Man has his stance about the slap. And I have my stance about the slap. Now, me and Spider-Man, our stances are very close. Very close. Screwface had a whole other side. Well, not a whole other side, because we arguing kind of fine details. You know, overall, we probably have the same idea of what's going on. At the end of the day, nobody should be putting hands on
so I want to clarify one thing. I do agree with any man defending their wife.
Yes.
Any man defending their wife, their spouse, whoever, somebody they truly care about, I agree with them defending them. But just because you're defending them and you're right for defending them doesn't mean your actions themselves are totally right too.
Yeah, it's not no holds bars. It's not. We live in society, civilization. If you don't want to do that, you're more than welcome to go into the woods. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, you go beat up as many niggas as you want. You go fight a cheetah. All I know, you go fight.
You see him?
Huh?
No, I was gonna say, but here's my thing on that though. It's like, don't get this wrong. Don't get me wrong. To an extent, I do agree with y'all. Because would I slap somebody in that moment if he disrespected my wife like that? Me personally, no. I wouldn't go on stage and smack him because he made a joke. Like, I'm not gonna do that. But it's just the thing that's really got me though is just this whole sense of, it feels like there's a bit of a hypocrisy coming from people when they're talking about violence not being the answer to me. Because it's just like, it's like I said before, I don't know if I said this before, but it's kind of a point that I've been trying to make, is that this world, and especially this country in particular, is filled with violent individuals who have gone about hurting and killing people for far less than a joke. So it's just, to me, there's a hell of a lot of hypocrisy saying, oh, well, there's a time and place. Is there a time and place? Okay, sure, I'll agree. There's a time and place. Oh, but violence doesn't solve anything. We live in America.
Violence
America is one of.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's just like, we live in America. America is probably one of the most violent countries on this fucking planet, and especially with how we choose to deal with shit. We more often than not choose to deal with shit with violence. Like, how many times have we seen videos of niggas getting killed, like I said, far less in the past?
Cops, some cops, not all, choose, I'm not gonna chase this nigga. He's fast as fuck. Fuck that. Like, I'm gonna choose violence to stop him. Get away.
And you know what's the crazy thing about that? What I still don't understand, if a suspect is running away from you, you still gonna claim fear for your life. You felt endangered. How, when this man is running from you? He is running from you. How?
Yeah, that shit never made no sense. Like, how
he's gonna come back in 4 days and kill me and my family. Like yeah, okay.
Bro, like, that shit still blows my mind. I've seen enough videos of them, like, might have run away or something, I'm scared. Stop running from me. I am scared. Like, are you shitting me?
I mean, these
I
niggas
swear,
got guns.
I swear.
These niggas will shoot an unarmed person. That is just like, and they'll still scream, "Oh, I fear for my life." Nigga, you got the gun. You got the upper hand. How you fear for your life in this
And
situation?
you got mad niggas with you. Literally, you got 3 other dudes with you. Literally, 2 of y'all was just wrestling one nigga, and you both lost. But still, you got 3 dudes with you. Like that man is not going to. He's not going to do.
Bro, they got a whole system behind them. Like, what you mean? They got a whole system behind them. So it's just like
I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. When dealing with the police, at least with the people I know of color, black people, the goal is not to fight the cops; it's to get away from the cops.
Yeah, I never.
That is the goal.
I'm gonna say
nobody over here talking beside Ice Cube coming out with cop killer. Even with NWA, fuck the police. They're just saying fuck them and they like how they outrunning the police and shit.
Yeah.
Like, are you shitting me? Like, the goal is to get away with your crime. Get away from the fucking cops.
Yeah.
Granted, yes,
it's very few niggas that's bold enough to fucking actually.
They know they can't beat the cops. They running away from the cops. They trying to get away from the fucking cops, even with the shootouts.
Yeah.
They trying to get away. They driving on the
highway. Hold up. Unless you Larry Davis.
I'm about to say
Larry Davis. Larry Davis. And you came that whole motherfucking apartment building with niggas, my nigga. Everybody did it. Unless you Larry Davis. But we ain't Larry Davis. You know what I'm saying? That nigga jumped across the moon to get away from them niggas. Not only bodied a whole bunch of them to the point they outside licking their wounds, with a point, nigga, I could escape and jump and run away and come back.
That motherfucker was Neo before Matrix was invented, all right?
Niggas talking about the one. Larry Davis is the one. You talking about all that other shit? Nah. That nigga is the one. He's a bullet grazed me, nigga. I watched that, came back and shot that.
Man.
Will would have never did that shit to Larry Davis. Never would have did that shit to Larry Davis.
I still don't agree with Will slapping him. I don't agree with him partying after. I don't agree with his speech after when he didn't apologize.
With it. Nah.
Yeah, literally he was saying getting jiggy with it. He was literally doing that after.
Getting jiggy with it. And he's singing the verses like like
you didn't just smack the fuck out of it. Cause like let me paint this picture.
What is he supposed to be? Feel bad? Like shit, that's the most gangster shit ever. He slapped
he slapped
the nigga that just went partying.
So after he slapped him and cussed him out, which I also think that was done in the wrong order. Most times I see Will Smith is not an on-site type dude. That was on-site Black Air Force energy. But then he followed it up. He followed up with the speech. Usually it's the speech first. But like, yo, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. They say something, they say your wife's name again. Boom, you didn't listen to me? Like the shit out of them.
Will wasn't the on-site nigga in
Will Smith
it's got beef.
did the motherfucking on-site type
beef,
shit.
yo.
And I was like, okay, cool. I didn't think none of that shit was staged.
I thought it was staged at first. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was staged at first.
When I first seen it, I didn't think it was staged. And like a lot of people was like, yo, when I seen that shit, cause I'm telling you, cause I watched the video a couple of times. I looked at him. I looked at the shadow. Chris's face went that way. The shadow's face went that way. It looked like power. It sounded like power. Cause the first one I saw was the unedited version, and then I saw the edited version, and I was like, okay, but nigga, you can hear the slap. And then I think there was another one in the cell phone video where you could hear it even louder. Like it was a loud ass slap. I think they have like the mic on their lapel or
yeah, they do. They keep the mic on their.
So I'm pretty sure like poof, you'll hear it from you'll hear it against the screen. It was crazy. And like, bro, like I want to talk that man shit, talk that manly shit, like, bro, knock that nigga out talking shit about his wife, or Chris Rock should have did this, should have did that. But bro, on some real shit, like it's not it like you doing that to Chris Rock, you don't get no cool points from pretty much anybody. I mean, you do get cool points for certain niggas.
Like I'm saying, all 3 of us could picture Chris Rock as a fucking kid. The dude's been getting picked on his whole fucking life. Like, he's just he's just having to make jokes. He just having to get famous off of making jokes.
And he's like,
Chris Rock's not really nobody to be bucking up all like that, man. Especially off of that joke, no. Again, defend your wife however the fuck you feel like, right or wrong. You go down for that. You go down for your spouse, right or wrong. Right or
What?
wrong, you
what?
defend yours.
You're saying.
Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah,
You're
saying
just saying right or wrong, you defend it.
no, not right. Well, no. If my girl and or wife is doing something wrong, bro, I'm checking her. And excuse me, I don't want to see my girl get to no confrontation. I will stop her from getting into confrontation. She don't need to be fighting nobody. I'll stop her. Granted, she don't have to stop me from fighting.
I'm gonna let you know, I will be knocking out bitches. Like,
yeah, of
if
course.
I see, trust me, I'm knocking bitches out. They go over there and touch my wife's face. I'm knocking their ass the fuck out.
My girl ain't gotta throw no punches, bro. I'll knock them the fuck out. Like, we ain't even gotta do all that. But
hey, listen, I don't hit women. I'll probably most of the shit out you, but I ain't gonna hit you.
Hell no, I'm knocking their ass the fuck out. Fuck that.
you can't jump my.
I can't, man. I can't.
Nah.
I'll probably throw you like bitch.
That's what you say now.
Yeah, that's what you say now.
I'll go, okay, where was that same energy for that little 10-year-old? 16, Then what the fuck you looking at, nigga? What the fuck you looking at?
Hey, listen, now you see why I back Will, so I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know why y'all shot. I don't know why y'all shot.
I was sweating the fuck out you,
know me,
stop
so I
looking
don't
at
know why
me.
you shot.
The only thing that I just people gotta look, and y'all may disagree, but I think the onus is on Jada. How I feel. This is
I don't think so. I will disagree with you there.
I think let me tell y'all why y'all can dispute it. But with Jada, she put a whole lot of shit on Will. She put a whole lot on this man. And again, Jada didn't do anything to kind of help Will out publicly. You know what I'm saying? And they're public people. She decided to make their relationship public and all this other shit. And to a certain, and I mean, even more public than it was before with that, whatever it was back in 2000.
Well, they both had to decide on having an open relationship. And
but even still with that, there's a level of decorum that you have to have. Like, as adults, it's just not a free for all. Even if I say we have an open relationship, that doesn't mean it's open as it's open with who we have sex with, but that doesn't translate to open as in everybody should know about it.
Everybody.
I can have an open relationship and it'd be discreet. Like if I want to have sex with some woman tonight, because we're both in Hollywood, like we have an open relationship, understanding that if I slip up, that's what it is. Open relationship doesn't mean I'm putting that out to everybody. It just means sexually and in our relationship, we have an understanding that we're open sexually to having people come in and take care of the needs that we have on whatever level. But don't misinterpret what open relationship means. It does not mean everybody knows about it. It just means that we're open to have sex with other people. So her coming out and being open about an open relationship are two different meanings. I just want to clarify.
I understand that. But what I'm saying, with everything that's happened, I will admit she's a contributing factor. I'm not going to blame her for everything. I will admit that she's a contributing factor, but I'm not going to dismiss the personal responsibility too.
Of Will
Smith.
Okay. No.
I'm not going to dismiss that. That is always a factor. Every single last one of us has decisions to make about everything that happens in our life. Whether we truly believe it or not, that we have a choice. Whether we believe it or not, the choice is always there. Somebody's holding a gun to your head, strip and give me a wallet or die. Honestly, that's
or
like
do that Detroit. What's that Detroit shit called? Detroit.
Yeah. You could either just accept that, you could do what they tell you, and hopefully live. You can fight for your life. And I'm pretty sure you could think of other choices too. But people like to corner their mind frame thinking that there's only set choices. And hey, this is just what the fuck it is, when that's not the case. So Will Smith thought this whole ordeal with everything that's been happening with Jada, he has had choices. He has.
So do you guys feel like Jada, because like I said, if I'm about to fight, my girl is welcome to try and stop me. I probably won't. But if her trying to stop me shows that she cares about my safety, because granted, I'm gonna go into this fight and I think I'm gonna jack this nigga up. But at the end of the day, you never know what's gonna happen. I could get laid the fuck out. But as a man, I accept that I'm going into battle, I might die. Fuck it. But sometimes a lot of niggas don't even think that they could get knocked out and you end up getting knocked out. But either way, I'm going to war. That's what it is. But I didn't see Jada move a muscle to try and Will is not like us. We're not multimillionaires with a whole lot riding on what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? We're not millionaires. So I feel like she has to show, she can't just sit there and think, oh, I'm gonna sit here like a queen and not act on shit. Like you're sending your husband out, he's supposed to be a king, but you sending him out like he's a knight or a pawn. And you just sitting there chilling. And that makes me think, like, are you really this spiritual Erykah Badu ass chick that you claim to be and all this, like, and like you for your foresight, your feminine and all these abilities that you swear you had, you couldn't use none of that to kind of stop Will from hurting his career, the career that's feeding everybody in this family. You know what I'm saying? The career that allows her child to be an icon living. You know what I'm saying? Will got a regular ass son. Niggas don't talk about that nigga. I see that nigga all the time. I'm getting off topic. Jada, I feel like Jada could have at least put her hand on Will's lap or something, but it seems like she's the catalyst to why he went out there to go do that shit. You know what I mean? So, and they don't show that part. Y'all can disagree. I mean,
honestly, I can see what you're saying, because
I still don't want to full on blame Jada, but I do agree with you. She does have a level where she could have influenced that situation. Something to be like, hey, now chill the fuck out. We'll hit him up later or some shit.
Just as fast as he got up on stage, she could have ran up there and stopped him from, because I mean, even if she didn't know what he was gonna do, they still had an award show. She probably could have just ran over there, just like, nah, this ain't the time, this ain't the place. I know you're probably upset that I'm upset, but let's go sit down. So I can see what DIV is saying when it comes to that part. I mean, I can see what Spider-Man is saying too, because I would like anybody who knows. I used to tell my coworkers this all the time. We all got decisions we make in life. You just got to be willing to accept the decisions that you made. And so, Will did have a decision to make. Like that night, in that moment, he had a decision. He made a decision. Everybody's divided on whether it was the right decision or the wrong decision. Different, viewpoints, different morals, different values are going to dictate whether you agree with what he did or disagree with what he did. But at the end of the day, he had to weigh his own, personal morals, personal views in that moment, and to make that decision. And it's like I said, do I inherently agree with doing it in that moment? Because would it be something that I would do? No, but I do understand why he did it. Because I mean, let's be real though. Ever since that whole August Alsina shit has happened, niggas have been going after his ass like almost every single day. Like my nigga has been dealing with a lot of shit mentally. Who knows if he's probably been dealing with a lot of shit physically? Like we only see what they want us to put out. And I think that's probably why the main reason why I'm sitting here trying to defend Will is because at one point he was telling the world and telling us, even after the whole August Alsina thing happened, about his whole mental state, about everything that's been going on in his past, everything that's been going on since the whole August Alsina thing. So it's just that it's just what I saw in those clips and videos is a man who's probably just frustrated, who's headed up to his wit's end, and especially with a nigga that he know him and his wife don't really rock with like that. They might be cordial here, there. I probably took.
You don't rock with him.
I wasn't even meaning to. I didn't mean that as a pun either, too. But they probably cordial. They celebrities. They probably just cordial this and the third. But to have all this shit piled up on top of you, and then to see a nigga that you don't rock with that much, disrespect the lady that you still with, despite what everybody else may feel like. It don't matter. It don't matter how any of us feel about Jada. All that matters is how Will feels about Jada. And if he still loves her, then it is what it is.
He still loves her. We can judge it all we want. But it still doesn't change the fact that's his wife, and he did what he needed to do in that moment. He made a decision. Honestly, I applaud him for, because there's a lot of niggas who just don't make a decision, who just stand there stuck. They try to mask that as them taking the high road.
Yes. Yes.
And that is one shit that irks the fuck out of me. I see this constantly with where I work. I see this constantly. Motherfuckers is scared to make a fucking decision, or they just scared to even say something. Honestly, even if you come out in like a timid ass voice, like, I'm not saying you need to be like fucking Mufasa roaring and shit as somebody come out there and shit. Just saying something is more than enough half the time. Just that slight inconvenience. You just speaking up. So if Will Smith had, honestly, if Will Smith had just been like, yo, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Don't talk about my wife.
I would have did a whole lot.
Keep her name out out your fucking mouth.
Bro,
I'd have been like, damn, man. You see Will over there? All right. Honestly, I'd have been like, yo, damn, Will.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Tell him
him saying that probably said more chills that people was finding him slapping the old dude. Like in that moment of him saying that, because people, again, when he slapped dude, people thought it was fake, but they knew it was real when they heard
he said some shit.
Yeah, and
I still think people.
What?
I mean, I kind of still think people would have probably, clowned him. Maybe not to this extent, since he physically touched him. And it's like, I mean, like I said, I got my whole diatribe about how, I feel like it's hypocrisy when we gonna sit here and talk about we don't condone violence. Like, I mean, the same people are saying that are sitting here saying they don't condone.
It's just that you don't want to.
I condone violence.
Like, I'll let anybody know that. But you want that to be the option that niggas go to all the time. So that's why you always like everybody here is with the get down. Like if niggas gotta squabble, niggas gotta get down. We gonna do it. But at the end of the day, everybody here knows what violence feels like, and if you understand certain things, like if you can avoid getting into a physical altercation, especially as grown men, where you could really hurt somebody, you should probably take the time to do that. Like if somebody's on some bullshit, handle them. But it's a difference between saying that, all right, if I need to bang out, I'll do it. But I'm not gonna keep pushing violence out into the world. Like I'm definitely with it. Yo, if you gotta fight, fight. If there's somebody bullying you, swing around. Somebody talking shit to you, talk shit back. If somebody's trying to impose their will on you, opposition. Give them, and don't go on defensive, offensive. All right, none of that. Don't wait to get hit and then counter punch. Nah, end that shit at the beginning. You swing, offense, right? But what I won't say is go ahead out there and commit violent acts, especially with violent acts tied to emotions. I'm all about niggas scrapping in the ring, or two guys who, if they're even size, they want to fight, or even if it's a small nigga that wants to challenge a big nigga, all power to you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go scrap it out, whoever wins, right? But when it's all this emotional shit, all this tears, crying, all that is not kosher. That's not good. Yeah. That's not good.
But that just brings me back to the other point I was making. It's emotions because of everything that the nigga has been dealing with for like how many years now. On top of what he's written in his book and telling us, his emotional state and his mental state. It's just like, as much in a perfect world, everybody will have control of their emotions in a perfect world. But it's not a perfect world. We are in essence emotional beings. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what the most emotionless nigga has to say out here talking about, I ain't got no emotion. Them niggas got emotions of some fucking sort.
Bro.
Because I'm telling you right now, anger is still an emotion.
Facts. I was just about to allude to that too, man. I swear to God, I'm emotional as hell. Yeah. Trust me, I go through the motions. Emotional does not have to mean you're sad and crying and fucking sensitive as fuck. Emotional has multiple meanings, and I will admit to be an emotional ass motherfucker. Very emotional. Extremely.
Exactly.
Man,
exactly. And that's why me personally, I'm not going to demonize Will. Like I keep saying, what is something I would do? No, absolutely not. I don't care. Like even if I was emotional in that moment, I ain't gonna walk up on no stage and slap it. But I can understand because we still are emotional beings. And it's like I can understand feeling sorry for Chris Rock. Like, I mean, granted, yeah, he wants to. He's doing his job.
Not only is he being dragged right now, his kids are watching this. They've already made multiple soundbite songs of the shit. Like this shit ain't going away no time. Y'all remember the bedroom intruder? That's basically the level Chris Rock is at right now.
Bro, I can't have Jaden Smith talking shit. Like I can't do that. Like Jaden Smith coming out and saying that shit. Like I said earlier, bro. That if I was Chris Rock, that shit would set me the fuck off, like completely. And me and Scoop Race talked about this right before you came on, a little bit before you came on. We're talking about the apologies that went out. Now, Will apologized to the that day when he did slap Chris. He apologized to the Academy and the producers and all that, not Chris, right? So that in itself is kind of shady that you smack this nigga, accept the award, and the only person you apologize in that night is the production in the Academy. Next
I gotta
day,
disagree. I don't think it's shady. That just means he don't fuck with him. Like he did that shit and he
but
meant
that's
that
all right.
shit.
But that's still all right. But that's still showing that I don't like you. If I don't like you, I'm gonna throw little jabs at you when I speak, just to be slick about it. I think that's him being that's him being.
Nah,
slick.
that's that. Nah, I got disagree. I think that's fair. Like they don't.
In all honesty,
If I don't like you, I
originally-
don't have.
Originally, I was like, yo, why didn't he apologize to Chris Rock? But then sleeping on it and thinking about it, I'm like, man, fuck that. Fuck that. If he was that angry, if he was that, hear me out. If you listen, don't get me wrong. I'm still behind Chris Rock because I really don't.
We're following you. We're following what you're saying. Yeah.
Right? I still don't think that warrant is set. But Will was just that pissed off at at Chris Rock. So why is he apologizing like 20, 30 minutes later? He's not gonna apologize. And then the apology that he ended up putting out today, he had Chris Rock's name in it. It was actually a good apology. So I read that thing. I'm like, all right, see the education level here of fucking Will Smith, West Side Philly and shit.
He's not that educated that he still went up there and slapped the nigga without thinking. Like you talking about his education level. All right.
Hey,
So
man,
okay,
you
you
already
guys
said
said
it was a well-written apology. It was a very well-written apology.
He all right, so yeah, all right. So he smacked the motherfucker. I don't like him. He's not entitled to apologize. Cool. He apologized the next day. All right, so we know where Will stands with that. Chris Rock, he did not apologize at all. What he did, he didn't press charges on Will, which to me, speaks volumes about him, because he knows if he did, it's a double-edged sword. He didn't like. It's a good look for him to not call the cops. Not only for how it looks for the blood in the whole over, because niggas in the black community will call him a snitch if he did, but because they love Will more than they love Chris Rock. But overarching, it makes him look even stronger as a stronger dude, that you could smack me and yell at me and you'll be all emotional. At the end of the day, I still won't call the cops to come get your bitch ass. So him doing that, I feel like is a positive thing. Is a
That would
good
have been
thing.
a weak move on his point.
Yeah, but he still didn't apologize to Will or Jada, nobody. And I feel
I
like
can live with that. I can live with that.
In all honesty, Chris Rock don't need to apologize. He doesn't owe them an apology. Because the joke was not meant to demean black women at all. I don't know how saying Jada looks like G.I. Jane because she got a bald head is him taking a shot at all black women. It's not. He's talking about an individual person who looks like this. This is an argument that comes up with many different things all the time. Like, he's not making fun of all black women. He's just saying, hey, you got a bald head. I'm doing my crowd work right now. What does this remind me of? Oh, G.I. Jane. G.I. Jane too. Move on. And which he was about to move on to the next thing before Will walked up on stage.
I guess. See, now that when I hear that argument, it kind of, at that point, I gotta have all black people stop talking shit about the cops then. Because if we're gonna sit here and say Chris Rock is in the right or any comedian is in the right because they're just doing their job, fair. But now you gotta stop talking shit about the cops because half the time they just be doing their jobs, whether you like it or not. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing no more about how you have a problem with this person because they just doing their job.
Hey, when they're
but they still
when cops are just doing their jobs.
We have no proof for that.
If they're just doing their jobs, fine. But when
there's
they stop
planting drugs on people,
but there's a lot.
Planting drugs is not.
Wait, hold on, Diaby, because you just like how. Listen, you don't have to talk shit about people to do your job as a comedian either. There's George Carlin, one of my favorite comedians. What he does is talk shit about the government, and he does it in an articulate, intelligent way. Jim Gaffigan is a funny ass nigga, but he don't ever demean people. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's different ways to go about doing your job. Either way, like whether you feel it's right or wrong. And I mean, if you want to sit here and say playing drugs on, people is not their job, I'll agree. That's definitely not their job, and I'm not going to condone that. But we can't sit here and say that's every cop. If that's the case, a majority of them, like I'm talking about the majority, is just doing
And I'm
their
talking
job.
about the cops that let that shit slide. The cops that let a cop beat on a nigga after he's been on the ground and punching him. The cop that's got a black chick on the ground punching her. The cops that tase motherfuckers that's already down.
Again, DIV, again, I gotta tell you.
I'm not talking about that cop doing the action. It's the cops that let the action happen.
Again, so, DIV is the same thing. Comedians let comedians do whatever the fuck they want because it's their job, right? These cops is letting these niggas do whatever they want because they still on the job.
You talk about life and death and legal shit. And
come on, son. I mean, I'm gonna disagree regardless, son, because it's just like you can't sit here and say this nigga is allowed to do whatever, say whatever, just because it's his job. They complain about this nigga who is probably a regular cop trying to keep his clock. He just hold on hold on, just let me get this one out real quick. He just punching the clock. He's a regular nigga just punching the clock, provided for his family. No different than the comedian is who's over here talking shit and doing this, that, and the third for his job. But we still sit here saying he should be able to say and do whatever he wants because it's his job. It's no different than the police officer, the regular ass nigga who's over here sitting, clocking in the punch card, doing his job.
Okay.
And now, but y'all want to bring up the cops that's sitting out here doing all the wild shit, right? We're gonna bring up the cops that's out here doing the wild shit. Like Chris Rock out here doing wild shit, talking
Let me go, man. Let me go, man.
Like there's consequences for everything, regardless. I mean, can I finish my point though? Like you trying to interrupt me, but I can't finish my point.
Bro, your point been going on for 10 minutes.
But then the point's not done. Like y'all, I literally let y'all talk for like 10 minutes on end. Like, can I not finish the point first?
I don't talk for 10 minutes. I get my point. And niggas.
Yeah, y'all niggas a whole ass lie. I will bring up all the receipts. Get the fuck out of here. But go ahead. Go ahead.
No, man, fuck it. My bad, man. You made a good point.
Nah, go ahead.
Well, if he's not gonna say nothing, look. All right. So how technical you want to get? Because it sounds like you get real technical with cops and comedians comparing and contrasting and all that stuff. I got you. And we can dig deeper if you really want to dig deeper. But if we are gonna dig deeper, you gotta answer some of the things.
Nah, it ain't really no digging deeper. It's just essentially it's just the surface level of how people are treating these professions. Is what I'm trying to say. It's like you can't sit here and say you are allowed to do anything. My beef is with how we are letting comedians just be wild reckless for no goddamn reason. Like it's just like I look at it like this. Comedians are like the lowest bar of professions that you could honestly get into. You don't need no type of training. You don't.
Come on.
Let me ask you something. What type of training do you need to become a comedian?
Bro,
what kind of schooling? What kind of schooling do you need to become a comedian?
Bro, schooling doesn't mean that you ain't.
Like, what's the credentials to becoming a comedian?
Bro, schooling just means you're willing to pay for a professional guy.
Oh my goodness. A
comedian? You talking about comedians is the lowest? Bro, what are you talking about? Some of the leaders in our society is comedians. Like some of our leaders.
So it's the lowest bar that you literally need nothing but just jokes to become a comedian. So that's what I'm saying. Anybody can be a comedian. Like literally, that's
but
the
not everybody is funny. Not everybody's funny. You know what I'm saying? Like
okay, but that's subjective. That is subjective though. There's nothing subjective about becoming a doctor. That's a way higher bar to become a comedian. Is it not a higher bar to become a doctor than it is to become a comedian?
The comedian that 5 niggas just show up to the show because all he does is toilet humor, he's garbage. But you can't tell me to do it like Dave Chappelle that had you rolling, that people want to see all this other shit. You're not going to tell me there's the way how Dave Chappelle have made me feel throughout my life. None doctor have ever made me feel that great in my life. Not one motherfucking doctor. All right.
That still doesn't address the point of is it or is it not an easy profession to get yourself into? Is it or is it not?
Hey, can I go?
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, I was willing to let you go for a while now.
I'm just saying, man. So, damn, I almost lost the point that I was going to talk about, man, because y'all two keep going on. But no comedians can't just go up there and say whatever the fuck they want to answer your question. They can't.
I mean, I gotta disagree because that's
under the Constitution, they can. But as an actual comedian, No, because it's not gonna work. The same thing with a policeman. They can't just go over their police however the fuck they want. They all got rules and regulations for that. It's just that comedians don't have a black and white script. If a comedian goes up there saying all types of hate shit up there, not really telling no jokes, then bro, you're not really a comedian. You're not a comedian.
Exactly.
So no, to answer your question, no, comedians cannot just go up there and say whatever the fuck they want. They actually got to customize whatever the fuck they writing down, whatever jokes they coming up with in their head to actually meet the subject, meet the narrative, meet what's actually going on. They have to calculate everything that's going on around them. Same thing with a cop. Pull somebody over, they gotta fucking mentally do agility to figure out exactly everything that's going on, how they can do it legally. Because them just fucking up one time will fuck shit up. So yes, being a cop and being a fucking comic, they are similar in that sense to me. In that sense.
But they're very different things.
They're two completely jobs.
Again, we talk about
but yes.
Life.
So yes, that opens up for me to be able to say, hey, the comic can't say this, can't do that. The cop can't do this, can't do that. That's not your fucking job. That's not your job as a cop to be over there punching some 14-year-old girl in the face and then just say, oh no, we can't talk about that no more. The cop's just doing his job. That's not doing his job. The same way a comedian on stage over there just talk about, oh no, look at all these that's not him doing with their donkey teeth and everything over here. Like, no, that's not doing your job as a comic.
But
that is not doing your job as a comic.
If it's just a joke, though, which is what everybody seems to be saying why Will is wrong. Everybody's saying Will is wrong because it's just a joke. That's what everybody's literally saying, right?
That's those.
But
that's not what everybody's saying.
It's just a joke, bro. I know those dudes. Fuck those dudes. All right, those is just a joke type of guys. There's a whole lot of them. But I'll tell you right now, nobody.
They're just throwing that out. There's some buzzwords. They can't truly explain what the fuck they talk about. They truly can't.
Okay, well,
even with me saying it right now, I'm breaking down at how the joke was told and how I perceived it. Will Smith obviously perceived it differently. People over here perceived it differently. Them over there perceived it differently. So, on both sides, they got people who don't understand the joke and chose that reason. They don't fully understand the delivery and everything of the joke on both sides, and they're choosing those sides off of false comprehension of the fucking joke.
Like, so they're taking the joke.
He said that because he just wants to be mean to Jada because he got alopecia and everything. And hey, bro, why is Will Smith all mad and shit? It's just a fucking joke. Comedians can say whatever the fuck they want.
Both of them in bad
faith. Can't say whatever the fuck they want.
Both of those.
No,
both of those
I don't believe that he said that because she has alopecia and shit. You can't just assume that everybody is aware of Jada's fucking condition. You just can't do that. Even if you live right next door, like I live right next door to fucking neighbors. The bitch is obese as fuck. Do I know everything that's going on with her? I don't, and I really don't give a fuck. I really don't. I'm not checking to see what's going on with her health problems. Shit, I say hi to her when I see her, and that's about it. I don't know what's going on with her. So if I'm on a rant outside talking about how I can't stand obese people and shit, I should now take into account because she's fat. I can't talk about that. That's what I should do. I have no clue what's going on with her, and I don't feel like I need to be accountable for her actions that led her to be overweight. So now I gotta, now if I'm talking to her, am I gonna go up to her, call her a fat piece of shit? Just out the blue? I'm not. If I'm out here cracking jokes and shit, and I'm like, hey, I don't know. I can't think of a decent fat reference right now to make a joke.
Oh, it's like, oh,
look at
Rasputin. Like, we must be in North because Rasputin is busting out. I don't know, some shit. But I know what you said. Is there anything else that you guys want to touch on this slap beside Jada's fault? Is there anybody?
It's not Jada's fault, bro. Like,
all right, whatever. Is there anything else I want to touch on with the slap? All right,
all I want to say is that Will Smith did what he needed to do. Do I agree with him? No. Would I have done it? Probably. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't do that shit. I'm gonna say probably I would have probably would have did that shit too, man. On site, nigga, what? Ugh, done. I'm gonna tell you what I wouldn't do, because I don't believe in just hitting somebody one time and walking off. I don't believe in that shit. That's the only difference. I honestly don't believe that. If I'm at the point that I put my hands on somebody, I don't believe in just one time, unless I know that motherfucker just got knocked the fuck out. Because why? My life lessons have told me people retaliate. So that's the only thing I disagree with.
Not Chris
You
Rock.
feel that strong to go out there and slap the hell out of somebody, Will Smith? Go over there and beat the fuck out of them. Because you don't give a fuck about repercussions. You don't give a fuck about repercussions.
Hey, a slap suviced. You don't need to beat the shit out. You
hey,
know,
this ain't no fucking 1970s.
You know what it's like.
Bitch, where my money at?
That's if anything, a slap is way more demeaning, if anything.
It is.
So
that's what
somebody's
it's like getting beat up or just getting slapped. I don't need to use the energy to beat you up. When a slap is all I need to get my point across, to let everybody know what it's about.
But you are taking a high chance thinking that person is just gonna stand there and take the slap.
Yeah,
so then that also goes into it. You know that Chris Rock would just take that slap, so he walks off because you know Chris Rock is just gonna take it. So again, does he get more points for that? No, he doesn't.
Hey, sometimes you gotta know your enemies. So, shit, that's Chris Rock problem. That's Chris Rock problem. That's the thing.
You can't. You got people praising Will, like all these women. Oh, that's how you defend black women, bro. He smacked somebody that was not gonna do nothing back to him.
We can't. Nah. What? No. What? So the target matters? Like, nah. If a nigga don't matter if a nigga big, smaller.
No.
Hold on there, Screwface. Because you said you ain't gonna put your hands on no woman, but now you say that the target doesn't matter.
Man,
your argument earlier was like the target doesn't matter.
You know what I mean?
But now the target doesn't matter. Anybody can catch.
Plus, I told you I will aggressively mush her.
Hold on. Nah, don't backtrack.
Nah, hey, ladies,
don't backtrack. Now target don't fucking matter. Target don't shit back because I said I'm women out there. This face is high to y'all.
I'm telling you, he is pandering right now. That I'll knock a bitch out for you. Screwface is gonna say that he's not gonna do this, he's not gonna do that.
I'm knocking the motherfucking bitch out for my wife. I'm knocking them the fuck out. Knocking them to clean out. I'm yelling world star after this bitch. Yeah. World star. That's how
you know that you're about to be with a man that's potentially violent. Potentially that will do some violent stuff. Just like most men. I'm not saying I'm gonna hit you, but know that
the whole fucking world know this.
Put my hands out there. I'm not gonna hit you. What? Anyways, anybody seen anything else? A little pizza? How everybody reacting? Are the black people? Oh, here's a good one. And I know we all gonna be on the same one with this. I don't even need to think about it, right?
Nigga, if you talking about the white community, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. Look, there's black people that are saying this makes black people look bad.
They can suck my dick.
Look at black people looking bad or all this.
No,
like,
I don't think this makes black people look bad at all.
They can suck my dick saying that dumb shit. Yeah.
Yo, you just saw two different versions of a black person, no matter which side you agree with, and they're both righteous. You saw the one that was hella professional and was like, yo, I'm moving on and doing this shit. You saw the other one who's like, yo, I don't give a fuck. I'm defending my fucking woman.
Yes. I don't know
how does this make black people look bad?
But
I just watched a story show.
It turns out two people were cousins and they just had a baby. That made white people look bad. How come we not talk about that then?
We know black people ain't bad people. We know that. But
I don't feel like this was a negative image. All I gotta say, it was bad timing for doing it at the Oscars where that dude directed the whole shit. That's all I'm saying for the overall thing to happen. But am I saying this is a bad look for black people? Fuck no. Hell no. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but I'm proud of my people with the good, the bad, the ugly. Yeah.
But you know why it's not bad? What happened to the ratings? What happened to the ratings of the dying Oscars?
What happened to Chris Rock's ticket sales?
What happened to Chris Rock's ticket sales? 9 million. Huh?
Chris Rock's ticket sales.
Yeah,
I was about to say Chris Rock about to make a hell of a lot of money off of it.
He already did. Off at the very next day, all his ticket sales for his comedy tour damn near doubled.
Yeah.
There was I want to say it was like a 20-something% increase in ticket sales with the tour he's doing with Kevin Hart. Like, I seen a professional black man, and I seen another black man that's doing whatever he knows to do for his family.
You're welcome, Oscars. You're welcome. Congratulations.
Yeah, this whole notion that this makes black folks look bad just sounds racist as fuck to me. Because that's just saying like we all gotta be the same, which is fucking stupid. You know, we all gonna be different. We all gonna have our own viewpoints and our own fucking morals and whatnot. Is there a collective like black understanding in a sense? Yes. But within that black understanding is individuals. Like we all ain't gonna agree on shit. Like I don't eat chitlins, but another black person down the street don't eat chitlins. Shut the fuck up, nigga. You don't eat chitlins either.
Chitlins is disgusting. I'll say it right now. Chitlins and grits, nasty as.
Whoa!
Nah. The grits is
man, grits is disgusting.
You had some bad grits then. I don't know.
Bro, they ain't never been no good grits.
Is gross. Grits is the shit.
Grits is nasty.
You gotta eat it.
Oh my God.
Eat it, nigga. That's what you gotta.
Listen, y'all can have this black card. I got my island card. I'm an island boy.
Hey, take both their island cards from doing that shit too.
I'm telling you, man. Like,
so let's finish this off with some good news. All right, we got some news going on. We got the thing I was telling you guys about when it comes to the Peace Corps. What was the other one that you were talking about?
How was that good news?
Oh, did I say good news? I mean,
you said good. How the fuck is that good news? Go ahead, tell them the good news, DRB. Tell them the good news. This is ending on a good note.
So I will come up with some stories today. Anyways, in the meantime, so I heard about some stuff going on with the Peace Corps, right? People are coming out talking about what the Peace Corps posted on their website when it comes to taking Black African-American volunteers to go over to the Ukraine, right? So they're putting up, what to expect as a person of color, and then boom, what to expect as a Black person going over to Ukraine, right? Just everybody, gender, LGBT.
Real quick, it's very interesting that they have two different brackets, as you know, you put it, where it's people of color, right? Mm-hmm. And then it's Black people. Because I mean, my understanding was we in that people of color, right? That was my understanding. Too. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting they had to split that up. But go ahead and finish your thought because you're about to explain why.
It's a very interesting thing. But a part of me, and it may sound fucked up to you guys, but I can elaborate on it too. I appreciate them making that distinction.
I agree with you.
POC. I don't know where it came from. It may come from a racist place, or it may a question, not racist, but them separating it may have came from a questionable place. But I won't say I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense, or I'm opposed to it. I'll say more that I'm not opposed to them making that distinction, right? So what it said is that you are people in Ukraine, blah blah blah. You should expect certain cultural differences. Overarching statement they make it. You go deeper into it. People of color, they may ask you who you are. They may ask you certain parts of the city. They may ask where you're from. They may mistake you for Indian, Asian, or something else. You know what I'm saying? And this is for people of color, whether it's Spanish, Indian, all this other shit. But Black separate, right? So for the people of color, they say these things. They may stop you, ask you where you're from. They may ask you this, and all that. So you may get certain stares and all that. And then they have a quote from like an Indian American dude that's like, "Oh yeah, I get a couple stares. Some people may shout some stuff, but people are embarrassed by those type of people. And usually my experience is okay." Boom. You get down to what's your experiences if you a nigger, if you are an African American, right? The first words they say is that you as an African American person may be called the N-word. If you go over there, you should pretty much tell you should expect to be called the N-word, not just the N-word, it gets spicy, right? You may be called the N-word. You may see children running around with black face, playing, saying demonstrous shit, just saying offensive shit. And then the third one, you may have people just straight up coming up to you, asking you who you are, where you from, and all this other shit, and calling you a monkey. Expect to hear that word monkey
Tell me
coming out
what's
these
your name, what's
motherfuckers.
your shape, what's your size.
So with all that, they tell you like you gotta understand that the culture over there is fueled by the media, all this. Bro, I don't need to hear no excuse. I just know me as a black person, I will not be doing shit. I will not be going to the Ukraine. I will not be joining the Peace Corps, going there to help these motherfuckers who are racist at all type of shit, where they know to put blackface on, they know to use the words monkey, they know to call us nigger, and they have no niggas around them. How do you know to do all this shit when you have no niggas around you? Bro, where, like, I understand you watching TV and all this other shit, bro. Like, your whole culture is white and you over here, why are you saying nigga, period? Like you don't even, like, the experience of the American is different from the rest of the world. So why do you feel like you could do all that shit? It's so crazy. But honestly, the rest of the world does do blackface. The rest of the world does do shit like that. But being called nigga, like, bro, come on. And then they said it's a teachable moment. It's up to you to go. You have options. You go seek help from your Peace Corps volunteer peers. You go seek help from your management. You go seek help from all these other motherfuckers. Or you could use this as a teachable moment. Bitch. Sorry, that was a tech. Bitch, I am not traveling 14 hours to go over to goddamn Ukraine to go build a goddamn school and dig trenches and still gotta teach a grown man not to call me nigga. Bro, and you not even, bitch, you not even paying me like that, Peace Corps. Nigga, yo, they asking, yo, you asking, like, you don't even understand what you asking niggas, bro. Like, you don't even understand, bro.
They're asking you to go over there and go help a bunch of people who don't like you.
And be roasted.
Yep.
Like, imagine a little kid.
And I'm not talking about, hey,
dirt on his face.
You're not from here, I don't like you. Hey, you're American, I don't like you. It's, hey, your skin's black, I don't fucking like you.
It's, hey, your skin is darker than mine, I do not like you. Nigga, we don't, nigga, if I was white, we look the same. But, fuck out of my face.
All right, that's a hell of a good note. I got one for y'all. So, the math.
Wait, I want to comment on it.
Oh, my bad, Ed.
Because I had thoughts. This thing was really.
I got thoughts too. I wrote it down.
Like, nah, we ain't glossing over this because this is too good. This is too good. This is too good. Nah, we ain't glossing over this one.
Okay.
Well, I'll make mine real quick though. I just want to, touch on some points he made because there were some very good points being made. The part that stuck out to me, even though we talked about this beforehand, was that they were influenced by the Western media, which is very interesting. That these folks are sitting here saying that they're gonna call you these things because of what they saw in the media, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's just very weird in a sense. Fuck, what was the thought I had?
They're making excuses for them, or
that they were supposed to say that, but they haven't seen the recent media where they're saying don't say that.
Yes,
okay,
in a sense, yeah. Because it's just like, what the hell were y'all? What the hell? Like, what did they see that is telling them that this is okay?
Fox News, feel what I'm saying? CMT,
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like, are they racist? That makes me ask: Are they racist because that's just who they are, or are they racist because they saw other racist folks say this shit, and now they're taking that shit as that's what it is, like it's law in a sense. Like, I have to treat black people this way because that's what they showed me in a sense. So it makes me question that, and also
but then they're not seeing the movies and the TV shows where they're like got the white actor about to say nigga, and then the black people like, whoa, you can't say that. Like, that's in a shitload of movies.
That is
That's in a shitload
That
of
is a
TV
That
shitload
record
of
out
movies.
the what did he say? It's like
So what are they watching where it's just straight up porch monkey out there in the barn and shit? Like what are they watching?
I'm pretty
They
sure
thought
that
that
was big over there. They seen the Equalizer. Like y'all
They had
didn't
those
see
in
Blade
the-
Trinity. Y'all didn't see Blade. Y'all didn't see Wesley Snipes. I know y'all seen movies with black people that ain't clowns.
They
I
saw
know
that
y'all-
shit black.
I'm pretty sure they saw Black Panther. If they ain't seen Black Panther,
Hey, ain't
that
nobody
shit
ain't
was
seen Black
fucking
Panther
big.
yet. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go and watch it again and get some more streams up for Black Panther. All right,
We got it,
because
because
let's go.
these folks is wilding. But I ain't gonna lie, the bit about black kids running around with blackface. I'm just like,
White kids.
but why though? Like, why are they? Well, I'm just trying to understand the reference. Like,
You know what it is?
what's the
It's
point?
because let me not say this, man. I'm about to be back for
Don't cancel.
We're doing
Yeah,
good.
don't get
We're
us
doing good so far, man. Let me
Yeah,
not
we
say
try
this,
to
man.
keep it at least. We try to keep it right, at least rated R level. We ain't gotta go to NR level. Like this game gotta be NR not rated. We don't gotta repeat what niggas in Vietnam were saying about Vietnamese hookers. You know what I'm saying? We don't gotta be that bad. We ain't gotta be talking all that shit. Well, yeah, we keep it rated R.
Bro.
Well, my last note though is just that if you are black and you choose to do this, you are a million times better than me, because ain't no way in living hell after reading that I'm gonna go over there and help some niggas that don't like me. I wish I might.
Ain't no way, bro.
Actually, I don't wish I might. I know the fuck I won't. Cause nah, it's just I'm like you said, I'm gonna build this school, and in the background all I hear is look at that nigga work, fucking monkey. Like nah, like
nigga, your
I
whole
will throw
city
a
is
fucking hammer at
bombed
his
and
head.
shit, and you calling me a nigga? Germans just ass fuck you, and you over here calling me a nigga? Bro,
Listen, I will turn.
Putin kill everybody in your family, and I'm still a nigga?
Putin's Russian, by the way, not German.
A Russian? You a did I say German? Whatever, doesn't matter. The Russians is fucking you, and you still got the energy, nigga. You cold in a cape with your house destroyed with dirt all over you. It's cold, and look at that nigga over there, like still.
Hey, racism knows no bounds, man.
Racism
There's no
literally
limits.
knows no bounds.
Yo, I promise you can literally go find the most trash ass trailer park in America. You pull up in there in your Mercedes Benz, and they still gonna look down on you. You walk in there with like a suitcase full of money. You CEO, and they still gonna look down to you. Racism.
Bro, you can pay for
racism knows
every
no limits.
snaggle-tooth motherfucker in there to get braces, and they still gonna look down on you.
They gonna look down at you. Three generations deep of incest, and they will still look down on you. Racism knows no limits. All they know, they white, you black, they better than you. Whose shoe did
It's a
you
wild ass
shine there
concept.
for to get that fancy suit?
He's like, how many shoes you got? That was a lot of shoes.
That's what it is. Oh, affirmative action still in play. I see.
Oh man, they love that one. That's their
Yeah.
favorite.
Bro, we
So,
can
yes,
we
I do.
Bro.
I can fully understand why they're still like that. Because no matter what, you have them people that are just like that.
War is going on and we still niggas. Niggas
That's the wild
bodying you, like killing you.
Niggas that look like
and we
them.
still niggas.
Niggas that got the same niggas that got the same skin color as them are bodying them. Yet you mad at me for being black? Make that make sense. I need somebody to make that make sense, because it don't make sense. Like, nigga, I'm over here trying to help you.
Racism
Shit,
is just
Whoopi
that.
Goldberg was telling y'all. What she told, I don't even want to talk about, Jewish people. I know what they did to Whoopi.
Nigga, don't. No, now you really trying to get us canceled now. Fuck that. Don't
I'm
say
just
shit.
saying, Whoopi was saying some
Man,
shit.
fuck that. I'll say that shit, man.
You
Whoopi
can
was,
mic.
I'll say it. You ain't gotta say it. I don't know what you about to say. But Whoopi was telling you that over there, like, that's white people shit. That's white people treating white people terribly. But you see, they still make that distinction with niggers. They still make the distinction with niggas who ain't did shit to them. Like, no matter what you want to say about how the Jews was treated and all that other stuff, Whoopi was telling you was white people shit. That's white people's business. white people treating other white people bad. Because as soon as a nigga gets in there, if niggas was in Europe, they would be in the concentration camps getting smoked out. Bro, it's not about religion. Well, it is about religion, but it's not so much about this. My friend, you guys know what I'm saying. It's not so much about what you are.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not like you Irish, you this, you that. It's not so much about nationality. It's more about race, bro. And the Black Americans know it. Honestly, the only people that really understand it and know is Black people. Africans and the scatter of Black people around the world, wherever they lie. The only people that's really gonna understand it is Black people. It's sad because every other race eats up whatever white people say. Any other race,
I was just gonna piggyback off what you said. Like if you Black American, then you understand it.
Yes, and I feel like Black Americans are a very acute sense to it, as opposed to people from other countries where it's a country that's ran by Black people or Black faces, but dabbling, getting their money or being manipulated by white people, like certain parts of Africa and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And even in the Caribbean, where Black folks is everywhere you look on the islands, other Black folks and shit like that. So even then, you don't even get the same sensitivity growing up in a country that has Black people, but is ran by white people that's oppressing you. On an island, if somebody tells me to do something, I ain't gotta do it. Everybody looks like me, and people can kind of understand. People understand where I'm coming from. So you know what I'm saying? Oh, let the boy go. Let him do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody's willing to say that. In America, who's running shit is white people. They're not gonna give Black people a break. And that same thing with affirmative action. I'm gonna keep hiring the people that look like me. I'm gonna keep hiring the people that I like. So whether if people want to talk about, oh, you're just gonna go over one person that's qualified for somebody else, nigga, you've been doing that since the inception of this company. Y'all been hiring.
All I'm gonna say, you might want to be careful with that because there was a white guy who actually sued a Black company.
Yeah, some bullshit.
Yeah.
It's a white dude.
And the company was being racist, and they giving him a job because he's not Black.
Oh yeah, I remember that story. I feel like that nigga was trolling out his ass doing that shit. He know for a fact he didn't want to work for that company. He just wanted to try to prove a point.
Yeah, he just wanted to do that shit. Like, and when there's not even that many Black businesses out here, this nigga still this white people want to come and take down a little bit of Black businesses we got. But hey, we just complaining. We just talking this shit. We just all that shit. Yo, Spider-Man, what's the next one? We sucking. We sucking.
God damn, man. I don't know how to follow that shit up, but I will. So the goddamn eternal question has finally been answered. Okay. I know everybody been wondering for many, many moons now how long it would take Outkast to finally apologize to Miss Jackson.
Ooh.
Okay.
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
I thought they already did.
Now, thanks to USA Today and the Twitter user at T_Dwyer, we've come to find out it would take 427,798.323 years for Outkast to finally apologize to Miss Jackson.
Nigga, that's a lot of time.
Okay?
That's a lot of time.
I apologize a trillion times. Never meant to.
How many years? You say the years again?
427,798.323 years.
That's doable.
To finally apologize to Miss Jackson.
Miss Jackson will be a fossil, and Outkast will be oil. Or Miss Jackson will be oil, and Outkast will be fossils. So
the way they did their math was they counted 621 million plays on Spotify, which accounts for 31% of all streams on the current market. That leads to an estimate of 1.863 billion plays, adding in YouTube streams and record sales from Stankonia.
Mm-hmm.
And then bring in the estimated total up to 45.9 billion apologies so far. There are 20 apologies, I believe, per play on the song. They weren't really able to add in LimeWire, Kazaa, Morpheus, and the other music revenues that went and apologized to Mr. Jackson.
Also, it's probably even, there's more.
Yeah. all I gotta say, shouts out to this dude for that bag of weed he smoked, the Mountain Dew he drank, and the Cheetos he ate to do this fucking math.
That is grinding.
I was say I love Outkast, but I don't love him that much.
This dude went ahead, calculated all this shit, broke down the song, counted all this. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. He added up all that shit to give y'all this number.
I'm impressed. Some people got the time. It's like those dudes that be building massive Lego cities. I don't know how the fuck you do that, but your dedication, I can't listen. I can't even do all that numbers and look for all the answers. I never even think to fucking find out how many times they apologize. Sorry, Miss Jackson. I don't know.
I haven't think to figure out how many licks does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop. This is the next level.
It's 3.
Like,
1, 2, 3.
3.
1, 2, 3. 3 licks. Get out of here. You're doing it.
And that made me, and you know what? Next episode, I'm gonna come back with a deep dive for y'all on some random shit too. Well, I'm gonna do it myself.
Please do.
Please make sure I'm not here.
No, you're gonna be here. You're gonna be in the audience.
Please make sure I am not here. I'll watch you from afar.
Goddamn. But like, how many times does Naruto gotta say believe it before y'all actually believe it?
Or how many times he says believe it?
Nigga, no, nigga, no.
We gonna count
no.
every single last believe it in Naruto.
No.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna do that. No.
Yeah, somebody's gonna do that, bro. I can't. Believe it. Believe it. Naruto, believe it. Yo,
They're gonna go from the very first episode until he becomes a Hokage, and they're gonna count every single believe it to tell you how many believe it took for him to get to become a Hokage.
Oh yeah.
Nah, they're gonna do that. Don't let them do that.
I'm not even a fan of that shit, bro. Definitely not. I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. Ooh, I seen a post on Instagram that says the big three of anime or manga or whatever it is, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, and Luffy and all that shit. And then I read the comments and people was like, Goku's not in that 3. Goku's the father of these niggas, right? You're saying that, oh, he's the father of the other 3. Like, is Goku, I mean, is Luffy, Naruto, Ichigo, right?
Yeah.
In my mind, I would say the 3 gods of all that shit would be like Dragon Ball Z. What's the name from Sailor Moon? What's old girl from Sailor Moon? Whatever Sailor Moon is. So Goku said after Sailor Moon, and I would probably give it to like Yusuke, or like I gotta give it to you, either Yusuke or like Voltron or some shit. When we talk about the niggas that brought like Japanese shit to America, to me it gotta be Goku, Sailor Moon, Voltron. And I don't know too much about Voltron, but I know that shit in the 80s, that brought a whole lot of these older dudes that are in their 40s. That was how they were exposed to anime, and they love that Voltron shit. That
You
shit
gotta add in I would add in Akira and Robotech too. I've heard a lot of old heads say that.
Yeah, Robotech and Akira, yes. 100%. 100%.
I've heard that from old heads. They said like that was their first introduction to anime.
Yeah.
And Ninja Scroll. Ninja Scroll too.
Ninja Scroll too.
I know a lot of niggas fuck with that.
Yeah. That birthed the whole me and Spider-Man was talking about Basilisk and Ninja Scroll. You know what I'm saying? I was watching the Ninja Scroll series, and the first fight, how they start, one of the first ninjas they introduced is a spider ninja that shoots webbing out his nose, as opposed to Basilisk, the spider with the gap between his 2 teeth. He shot his web through his teeth. So it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I see the similarities, and obviously everybody knows Ninja Scroll came out years and years before Basilisk. You know?
I wouldn't be surprised if it was an homage to Ninja Scroll.
Of course. All the different types of ninjas that they got with, whether they're like, there's like a clan, all the clans got unique looking, crazy looking ninjas and with unique powers and shit. Yeah, I love that.
And all that gave birth to Naruto years later.
That's Dragon Ball Z.
Naruto was just the character is based off of Goku, but the storyline is more in line with them.
With Ninja Scroll.
Ninja Scroll and
they do
got
have
a great ninja war
hidden.
going on. All the different tribes, each specializing in different things. Come on, man.
I mean, maybe I'm thinking of it wrong. It was just Naruto was modeled after Goku. So I want to say Kishimoto said himself he was inspired a lot by Toriyama and Dragon Ball and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, all them
for
niggas
character
is.
designs and fight scenes and shit. Cause I will give it to Naruto. Their fight scenes are dope. They do got some badass fight scenes. Like
Now,
you can't tell me you didn't get hyped at damn near every single Naruto versus Sasuke fight.
No, I did.
Okay, see.
You know what? The ones I got the most. The ones I definitely got the most hype for was the ones where they didn't use no ninjutsu. It was just straight up hands. The choreography where it was just straight up hands, yo, fire. Fucking Kakashi versus Obito, straight hands. A little bit of ninjutsu in there, but it's just straight hands. I can watch that shit all the time.
I'm not gonna lie, one of my top ones actually came from the new series Boruto, and it's of all characters, I would say Sakura's fight when she had to go rescue the kids, and then she was fighting old boy. It's like one of the earlier story arcs.
So I haven't seen Boruto yet, so I don't know.
I didn't even get to Shippuden. Didn't get to Shippuden. Definitely get into Boruto. Bro, I got better stuff to watch, like Berserk again, or
Guts need to be up in the goddamn paradigm at the top. Okay.
Yes,
Guts need to be up.
Honestly,
is up there, bro. More than Naruto.
I would tell you in the anime community, Guts is. I haven't gotten the chance to watch Berserk yet. I need to, but in the anime community, Guts is definitely beloved. Definitely beloved.
In the manga community too, bro.
Yeah, manga anime community,
yeah. Cause bro, when old dude died, the creator, sorry, I can't remember his name right now, but when he died, bro, I was throwing shit around in this bitch. I was like, how many years? Like you don't, bro. I don't read manga no more.
Just the fact knowing I'm not gonna get another fucking volume. Are you shitting me? Are you playing with my emotions right now, bro? It takes this man 3 years to put out a fucking book.
Yes.
Put out the next fucking volume, the next chapter.
Bro, I'm a grown ass man.
Right now.
Bro, I started reading Berserk when I was a teenager, and I can't even believe it. Bro, I'm like, how am I this old? And this book isn't done yet. How is this done? And then the dude dies. The guy who did it dies. I'm like, bro, what kind of world am I living in? Bro, finish the book.
Like, Berserk was just so compelling, and now he's just gonna leave me like, did you not care about me? Is that what it is?
Your biggest fan, me.
Shit.
I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Because I would feel the exact same way if Oda dies. You know, I ain't gonna get the end of One Piece. I would feel the same exact way.
Oh yeah,
I need this story to end.
I need One Piece to end.
I need them to clone him.
Is he sick too? He's
sick. Yeah, he's been sick for a minute now.
Why is all these writing? Oh, it's because they dedicate their life to write the damn book. Because the dude that wrote Game of Thrones or whatever the other winner this, winner that, whatever the fuck is called. I don't know the book.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers that watch it probably say whatever they say. But that dude is dying too. That motherfucker is he dead? Is he dead or not? He was sick.
He's still alive.
I think he's still alive, but I know he's sick as shit. At one point he was sick as shit. And
I didn't know that.
And shit. I heard about it. I don't know. Somebody say he was sick. They're like, oh, is it gonna be done or some shit? I don't know. But
bro, this ain't right.
These dudes, they just.
So who you say was your top 3 again, DIV?
Well, when it comes to the top 3 manga or in anime and all that shit.
Yeah, your top 3.
Just from that medium or that, I guess from that medium.
You said Happy for Fairy Tail?
No, fuck it. No. I seen 15 minutes of Fairy Tail and I was like, what is this? I'm too far removed from this type of anime. I'm telling you, One Piece is where I stop, and the occasional disappointments.
I'm about to say,
Alpha Lead
don't
disappointed.
put One Piece in that, yo. Don't put One Piece in the
But
same
it's not
sentence as
One
Fairy
Piece. I'm
Tail.
just saying One Piece was the only thing. It was my shining light. One Piece as the anime that I watched and the manga I read was Berserk.
Mhm.
Berserk manga, One Piece anime, and sometimes One Piece manga. and I wasn't really paying attention to too much else other than like shit that was popping in my face, like Black Lagoon. Watched it, loved it. Mad it ended like how it did. It was that cheap ass shit they kept doing. Claymore, same thing. Ended it cheap ass way. Gunslinger Girl, same thing with the Fratellas. The Fratellas and on all them. Fratella and Fineo, the Italian word for brother. Gunslinger Girl, sad that ended the way it ended. Bullshit. That's it. Elfin Lead. Elfin Lead. Bullshit. How they keep making these animes 26 episodes, 25 episodes, and then ending them on some bullshit, bro. I'm tired of seeing that shit. Gurren Lagann didn't like that. I watched the whole thing, didn't like it.
Yo, Gurren Lagann was hilarious.
Thank you.
Didn't
Thank you.
understand it.
That
Thank
shit was
you.
hilarious.
Gurren
Didn't
Lagann
like
is
it.
not as good as everybody makes it out to be. Yo. It's
That shit
decent,
was
but it ain't
hilarious.
that
I'm
great.
not gonna say it's top tier, but that shit
Not
was
top, not even
hilarious.
close.
That shit was funny.
It's
Not even close.
it's
Code
not as good as
Geass,
everybody makes it out to be.
bro. Elfin Lead is bro. Even not Elfin Lead. Not Code Geass. Gurren Lagann or whatever. That I don't. Bro. I rarely. That shit made me feel disconnected from anime because I don't get it. I do not get that show. To me, it's trash. To me, it's trash. But
Again, it's nothing top tier. You watch it, you binge watch it,
and you move on, right?
Yeah, you move on.
Yeah, it's
but
definitely one
it's
you move
not
on
bad.
from.
It's not trash. I'm not gonna say it's trash. I'm not gonna sit here.
I wouldn't say it's trash, but it's just not as good as everybody makes it out to be.
It's not. The people who go buy the hoodies and do all that extra shit, they're just some fucking pogue ass noobs to anime. It's like don't know.
Plebs or whatever it's called. And so you got Code Geass, that was okay. Actually, ended that. So I'm not even gonna put that on this list. Let me think of what else. It's always the animes that they just cheat. It's like they know it's a popping anime on manga, and they're like, oh, let's make 26 episodes just to get them into the manga. Nigga, make the fucking anime, make the whole damn anime. Don't just give me
I'm gonna give you all my list right quick. So for me, if I'm gonna keep it a whole buck, I'm gonna go with Guts, of course. Hero Yui from fucking Gundam Wing, and the newest, it's not the newest Gundam out, but newest one that I watched, Iron Blooded Orphans. With
I gotta finish that one.
Zuki and fucking Orga, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. At the end of the anime, I cried. There was tears rolling down my face at the end of that shit.
I cried at the end of the other Gundam Wing could make you cry. Gundam Wing make you
bro.
cry. Not Gundam Wing, but the Gundam shows. Them shits is mad emotional. And like,
bro, you get caught up in that.
I about to say 8th MS team was that was the one that made me cry. The one with the dude and the girl and they
that's Romeo and Juliet type shit.
Yeah, that one made me cry at the end. I was just like, yeah, this is beautiful ass shit, yo.
Gundam O. It's like a mini series type of Gundam.
Yeah, it's like a mini series. Yeah, it's 8th MS team. I want to say.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I highly recommend y'all watch Iron Blooded Orphans to the end, bro. Them last 2 episodes, you just gonna be like, yo, fuck no. But then that's how anime is. It's not a fucking happy ending. That shit's gonna hit you in your fucking feelings. You gonna want the happy ending. But they're gonna be like, fuck your happy ending. You getting this.
I don't think Gundam ever been like that. Somebody always ends up dying or something. In Gundam, it wasn't one of the main guys, because the Chinese dude that wears the Chinese outfit with the ponytail. The Chinese dude, the blonde-haired English dude, or I don't know if he's English, the blonde-haired dude.
It was Fei Long, Choa,
and the one with the hair that's kind of
duo, fucking
the blonde-haired kid is the last one you're missing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember the name.
I can't remember his name neither.
Because he wasn't even my favorite character.
Yeah.
He's not.
But it's always some sad shit that happens in Gundam Wing. Always somebody always dies.
Like they gotta end up compromising their goals and their ideas and shit, and they end up fighting against each other. But bro, that shit works.
Yeah, I know. And it's the only mech show I really watched. Maybe that's why I didn't like Gurren Lagann or whatever that shit is. But when it comes to mech shows, I'm very picky, very very picky when it comes to mech shows.
Yeah.
And I think Gundam is probably one of the only ones I can watch. Like,
bro,
I tried to watch Appleseed Makita or whatever that shit is. Appleseed, whatever.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I ain't watched it, but I seen it. It's Appleseed. It's another mech.
Yeah, it's another.
Oh,
and it was one of the
Apple
first
Seed,
3D.
with the kid.
Yeah, it's a is it a kid?
Is it a robot though, right?
Yeah, it's
that
a
an
robot,
android?
but I don't know if it's a kid. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't end up watching that whole thing, man.
It's
I'm
one of
not
the
gonna lie,
first
I didn't.
3D incorporated animes and all that type shit. I think I can't remember no anime before Appleseed that did the whole fusion of like digital. Oh no, my bad. Ghost in the Shell. They kind of did it with the robots because when the robots were 3D, right?
Yeah.
Robots were 3D, but
But I
everybody.
believe Apple Seed was out before that. I want to say it was.
It probably was.
Ghost in the Shell's pretty old.
Back in the day.
Unless we're talking the new Ghost in the Shell. So wait, what are we doing right now? What y'all naming?
Well, I guess your top 3 dudes or your favorite characters, top 3 individual characters from any anime.
Oh, from
anywhere. I'm just saying that people put up those 3.
I'm still trying to think of my last one right now. Oh, I know. Afro Samurai, baby. Let's go.
Number 2.
Afro.
Number 1.
That's another one that the first season actually got to me. I was like, oh yeah. No rest for fucking Afro whatsoever.
None.
No rest.
And he got fucked with Charlie.
Oh, fucking Akira from fucking Devil May Cry. Not Devil May Cry, fucking Devil Man.
Ooh,
Devil
yeah,
Man.
Devil Man, yeah.
Devil Man.
How you
Devil Man, man.
not talking about
Listen, I got into this argument with this young ass motherfucker at work talking about Devil Man was boring. I damn near stole off on this motherfucker at work. Damn near stole off on this motherfucker. Oh, nah. Devil Man was boring, so I just switched it. I'm like, are you fucking shitting me right now? And guess what anime he likes? Go ahead, guess. Gurren Lagann. He likes Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, that's that whole shit. That's that whole shit. You know niggas don't know shit about what they talk about when they say shit like that. You know they don't know what they talk about.
Like,
and what is he talking about? Was he talking about Cry Baby Devil Man, like the newest one? Or the OG Devil
like
Man?
Even Cry Baby was a bad. I watched it originally.
Yeah, Cry Baby was straight. Cry Baby. If you never seen anime that gratuitous, you never seen gratuitous anime, and that is probably a good like getting your feet wet when it comes to gruesome anime. If all you ever watched was Naruto and Fairy Tail and all that shit, and you take this step, and so I want to see real mature anime, that is a good step to take. And see Cry Baby. And if you really want to see Violence Jack. You want to see a zombie?
Violence Jack is ridiculous, man.
That nigga ate a tranny and then turned into a mutant. Ate a tranny, turned into a mutant, and Jack killed that motherfucker with a knife. All Jack has is a knife. That's it. And he rips through shit. Tanks. But yeah, so what are you saying, Susano? What's your Mount Rushmore top? It doesn't matter. Whoever you want to throw out. Where's Susano frozen? I think he is frozen.
Yo, I'm gonna throw Krillin out there too, man. I'm throwing Krillin out there, man. Y'all give it to the man got heart, the best character development throughout the whole Dragon Ball series. The best character development, man.
Sure. Who you got, Susano? Who you got?
Well, my 3 top
yeah, because Krillin ain't doing it for me.
What you mean Krillin ain't the best character development in Dragon Ball? The best series out there? You gonna tell me he's not doing it for you? Who developed better than Krillin?
Piccolo.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
He kind of did.
Piccolo's growth stopped. It stopped at the Cell Saga. Yeah, at the Cell Saga, that's where they stopped Piccolo.
Yo, Krillin stopped way back when. Krillin stopped in the
Krillin is still growing.
In the ambulance.
They still develop Piccolo. I mean, Krillin. Piccolo turned into Gohan's stepdad and just stopped there.
Bro, Piccolo's that nigga. He went from being King Piccolo and basically shot out his stomach. And he's just a clone of King Piccolo, but he's pretty much the same as King Piccolo. Just shot him out. You know, after King Piccolo tried to save himself by shooting out the egg, which is Piccolo, but still King Piccolo, same motherfucker, right? He went from being the main bad guy of Dragon Ball, like the main bad motherfucker, to being a nigga that was like, bro, I will murk Goku as soon as I get the chance. And he did it. He killed Goku. He did it. He got the chance to do it. He bodied Goku.
Then he is the only person who ever. Did y'all ever know that Vegeta and Piccolo never fought?
Who did Piccolo fight?
He fought Raditz. He fought Raditz. but he never fought Nappa and Vegeta. I don't think he was there for that.
He wasn't? Where was he?
He fought Nappa, he fought Cyber, but he never fought Vegeta. Them two have never fought.
Oh yeah, he did fight Nappa. He just
He lost.
Hey, I want
Everybody
y'all to
lost
tell
Nappa.
me when it was that Piccolo fought Vegeta.
Man, they should let them fight. They should make them fight, honestly.
It wouldn't have been a fight. Piccolo would have got murdered like ASAP.
Yo, they did.
He has one of the greatest moves, the Hell Zone grenade. And he
move.
used it one time and never used it again.
You only used it once? No, he didn't.
Against Android 17.
He
They finally brought it back in Super. So if you count Super, then yeah.
He didn't use it during the Buu Saga?
he was what? Special beam cannon?
No. Hell's Own Grenade.
Ah, yeah, you're right.
Used it once, created a bomb ass move.
Yeah.
Bro, beast. Like, haha, you missed. Did I? Bro.
That is a fire ass move when you think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, you thought I missed? Gotcha, bitch.
You shot a whole bunch of random send by like 2-3 just to keep them dodging. And boom, you got it.
Exactly. Like shooting out 50 in every like couple like pop. Damn, man. And he's the most tactical one out of everybody in Dragon Ball Z. The most tactical.
But he never uses a move that could end a lot of fights when he fights people.
Oh, and he shoots beams out of his mouth. Who else does that? Vegeta did it once.
Nappa did it too. Raccoon.
I don't know why they let them shoot beams out of their mouth anymore. Like, Vegeta, huh?
That's true. They should have been able to do that.
Vegeta should be shooting beams out of his mouth constantly. Like, constantly.
Man, Vegeta, like, he gonna throw straight hands. He don't need to shoot beams out of his mouth.
I want to see it. I want to see niggas shoot beams. So, yo, Schoolface, who's you got? Before we get into this deep discussion.
All right, let's see. I got Ace from One Piece.
Okay.
I love that character. Like, I legit cried when he died. Spoilers, I guess, if you didn't get that far, if you didn't know. But
spoiler.
Let's see.
If y'all still watching.
Yeah. They'll see it in the morning. Shit, I wish y'all had told me this beforehand. I gotta go into the vault.
Everybody that comes to mind doesn't have to be. Nobody's gonna, unless you say something stupid like Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh. Then I'm like,
that's just.
Hey, hold on. Don't be talking down on Yugi. Before it came over to 4Kids to WB, and they did all that dumb shit too. Yugi was on some goddamn dark shit. He was on some dark shit.
Yeah, but I never seen him as my like high tier anime dude.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Cool
Okay,
bar.
Cool bar.
I actually do like a cool bar.
Cool bar.
He's gonna go with. Let's see. I'm gonna go with. Okay, I think I got it.
Messi.
It's gonna be Ace from One Piece, Spike from Cowboy Bebop, and I'm gonna go with, because I need a sports anime in there, because I watch a lot of those. I'm gonna go with Sendo from Slam Dunk.
Oh, that's not it.
Nah, from Slam Dunk, I'm going with Sendo, because that's my nigga. Nigga's a beast on the court, but got a cool head at the same time.
Is that with the red hair?
Y'all two just go over Vash the Stampede like he ain't shit?
Man, fuck Vash, man. I fucking hate that.
Yeah, fuck y'all.
Fuck Vash, yo.
I'm not into Vash like that.
Yo, I have hated that. Yo, don't get me wrong. It's like I watched Trigun just so I could see him finally kill somebody. I was just like, today's the day he's gonna murk somebody, and he never does it. And I'm like, bro, you are putting yourself and everyone you love in danger by not fucking killing somebody. And
he's a pacifist.
Like, man,
show y'all that there's another route.
I'm a pacifist too.
As much violence as y'all have entering your life, y'all need somebody like Vash to keep some peace flowing.
Listen, I'm all for peace, But my nigga, choose violence once in a while. Jeez Louise, god damn, son.
I don't know what Vash's thinking, man. Like in a world like
Aren't you the
that,
one just talking about not condoning violence?
not anime violence.
Nah, nigga, I condone violence. The fuck you talking about? Jeez. What you talking about? Like what? I was on Will's side, remember? Like I condone violence.
Who did Bash slap?
I am all for putting the 5 fingers.
Oh, what about old dude from Outlaw Star? Nobody said nothing about what's his name? Gene. Oh, or the guitar chick from fucking.
Oh, Tenchi Muyo.
Oh, yeah, what's her name? Rex? What's her name? Ren?
Yeah. I
think it's Ren.
That's all about Tenchi Muyo.
Yeah, I love. Who doesn't, bro? It's like slice of life, harem, and space action all in one.
Goddamn fan service on the ass.
Fan service.
I love about that shit. Fan service.
Nah, the fan service wasn't even on. The girls in that.
Are you serious?
They weren't. Fan service
It
wasn't.
was just a bunch of big boob butts. Oh, Tenchi.
Yo, what about the high school zombie shit? Or that? What's that? Not high school zombie. That is one.
Oh, D&D high school. High school D.
Is that the one where the dudes keep getting tortured by like girls? Like they put them in prison outfits and then torture them. They beat the shit out of them.
Oh shit! Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Where they all had to strike.
Prison school. Prison school. It's prison school.
Yeah. That's fan
prison.
service.
Yo, that is my Listen, minus the fan service. That show is hilarious.
Oh, is it high school DXD or something?
No, high school high school DXD or something.
With the fucking dragon arm.
I just started watching that. Nah, that's just fan service. That shit is definitely fan service.
That is just made for a bunch of dudes. Yes. That is made for dudes to just watch anime boobs bust all over the place. He gets his power from the girl, from touching the ass, rubbing their titties, and for him, and if you watch the show, for him to keep his power levels down so that he's not raging with his fucking demon dragon arm, he has to go get the chick to suck on his fingertips. Right? But they're slick with it because what they do, they'll cut the camera angle or something like this, and then his hand will be here, and then all you see is a head there. Suck it on. Yeah.
Give me the hour.
Yeah, that shit's hilarious, man.
I'm gonna have to check that out now. I think that shit's about to expire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it the other day, and I'm like, no, I can't watch this. I can't watch it.
I ain't gonna lie. I was the same way. I was like, yo, this feels wrong. This feels very wrong.
So I guess, do you guys like? I want to ask. So you guys see like there's like a change in anime, right? Every couple of years, there's something different about animes, and I feel like I'm getting back into watching them because they're mad different now. You know what I mean? Like there was like that era, like the 2009, 2010, 11 era. I didn't watch Psycho Pass, Psycho Mob, Euro Proxy or whatever that other shit is. All those shows in the middle, like all those psychological Death Note type. I watched Death Note, like you know what I'm saying. There's like little spaces where anime is like a type of thing, right? And I felt like after like that whole Claymore Alpha Lead, all those animes just drained me dry, right? So I stopped watching anime. Then I came back into watching anime. I started watching that Fire Force shit, the Fire Force anime. I started watching the anime with the dude who has a gun for a head. I started watching
Gunhead?
Overlord. Huh?
Oh, I thought it was called Gunhead.
It's like no gun or some shit like that. It's like some shit like that. No gun something. It's like no gun something. What else? Assassin's Classroom, whatever. Like I like the animes that come out now because they're mad. They're not just like generic group of guys going together, running and trying to save the world and all. It's like a crazy little twist in a lot of these animes, even though it's turning into a thing when it comes to like shows like Overlord. I feel like there's a whole bunch of knockoffs. I mean, Overlord's a knockoff too. But I feel like
I know they're just getting over this, but in manga especially, and they did quite a few animes. Isekai.
Is that
in
it?
another world?
Yeah, you're in another. Yes, yes. You go into another world, and then you go into the other world, and you're like a regular dude, but you're doing something different. Yeah, it overpowered. Just like in what's that shit called? Jobless something something.
Oh
Jobless
yeah,
something.
yeah.
With
The
the 40,
jobless
like the 40-year-old
reincarnation.
nigga that goes into the little boy's body. Like, yeah, he's OP because he's a grown man with a grown man mind and a little boy, so he's time to become magically and all this shit. And God put him into that body, all types of shit. Man, God. Those shows, what do you call them?
Oh, isekais. It's
isekai, yeah. That seems to be like a wave, and I'm not saying I don't like it, but I kind of like how different animes are. Even I don't like Netflix animes, I don't. But the ones that I don't watch, Seven Deadly Sins, all them other ones that people be telling people to watch, but I have watched. My neighbor is like not my neighbor something little boy. It just came out. It's like a little boy who's like he's a little boy. And he's a neighbor of like grown people like live in an apartment complex. He's like a 4-year-old, but he's mad smart. He lives in an apartment complex, and it's like grown normal Japanese. It's not no overdone. Oh my God, bloody nose whenever I see titties and all that. It's like grown ass adults with this little boy that they try to do right by him, but he ends up teaching them mad shit. You know what I'm saying? And and there's another anime that's about a Yakuza dude who's now a house husband. He's like a house husband, a household husband. So he does like he has this whole Yakuza flair shit where he's like a house husband and he still does all that shit. But it's just I don't know. I like all these unique type of animes that's coming out that just come at it at a different angle. It's not just the same group up, take on this superpower guy, teamwork, friendship, boom. I like these animes that are mad different. I just like them, and they're funny as shit too. So I enjoy where anime is today.
Yeah, me too.
No,
But
they got some good shit out.
what I still want to see, I see them popping up slowly, and I'm glad they're coming out. Is black mangas, like black character mangas.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
So they got quite a few coming up. Next episode, I'll probably put down things and things though. Do a review of like black mangas that's coming out and expectations. Now let's say I want to do that too. But
Yeah, I'm with it. You know, I also appreciate how they doing black folks and like even the Japanese artists, how they doing black folks nowadays. Like they show them a lot more love. You know, they drawing
no more
them better.
Mr. Popos.
No more
Mr. Popos.
Fucking General Black or General Black, whatever his fucking name is from Dragon Ball. Right. You know, they doing great. The dude who does Fire Force, he does a real good job with black characters, yo.
Perfect.
His black characters are always fucking dope. Like fucking what's his name in Fire Force? The black, I forgot his name. Ogun. Ogun is the truth, yo. That's my nigga.
Attack on Titan does black people good too.
Yeah, I just seen they started adding black people in there. They didn't have them before, but I seen that they started doing something.
They had that one.
Bro, I'm telling you about the hand thing. Hand thing is everything. When they make this distinction, like, because some black people, it does kind of get dark, but it's still a change between this and this. And the animes that do show this, like Yusuke, the anime Yusuke on Netflix, that like I love seeing that hand shit. Like this like distinction right here when it changes over. I love seeing that in anime. I love seeing that with the black characters. And I'm tired of seeing
the
details, yo.
It's about to wrap up. Time for the wrap up.
Let's do it.
DIV, what you got?
Let's wrap this up. Wrap it up. Yeah, wrap
that shit up, B. Wrap that shit up.
Wrap that shit up. All right. We covered it all. I don't gotta elaborate too much on stuff. It's a whole lot of opinions on Chris Rock. We gave our opinion. We took a whole lot of time to do that, let you know where we're coming from. Everybody knows where we stand. We all have different opinions on it. We all different sections of the situation, look at it differently. We said all we needed to say. I said all I needed to say. I'm not gonna speak for y'all, but I said all I need to say. We talked about anime a whole lot. We'll do that another time. I have fun doing this. Final thoughts on that shit? That's my final thoughts. I'm good. I wish Will Smith the best. I wish Chris Rock the best. That's it.
All right, Screwface, you still there? Guess not. All right, I'll get mine then. I'm gonna pick back off of you, DIB, and wish both of them the best. They're both two black figures who we like seeing. I'm not ashamed of either one of them. I can't speak for the rest of the black community, but I can tell y'all, I'm not ashamed of either one of them, how they went about the situation. Do I think that one person was right, the other person was wrong? Yes. Do I feel like they're both justified in what they did? Yes. Outside of that, man, this has been Billy Broke Podcast Live, baby, and we out.